Hello, I'm Treecko and welcome back to the top 5 video. Today we're talking about embarrassing deaths in Minecraft, because I know I've had my fair share of them. You know, every now and then you're playing Minecraft, you get killed in a way that makes you go really like that, and then not only do you have to deal with the hassle of being dead, you know, or not being able to play the minigame anymore, but you also have to deal with the fact that, oh yeah, everyone in the game now knows I was killed that way, and that kind of sucks in its own little way, but it's also really satisfying to do to other people, and I figured because of that reason, why not talk about the top 5 most embarrassing deaths, or the top 5 most satisfying kills with today's videos. Hopefully you all do enjoy it, like it if you do, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do like this sort of thing. But with that said, let's get straight into it, and let's start with the first, way you can actually kill someone, because by the way, for all of these, I will be using Mega vs. Prime as you, who's currently like standing inside a block over there, because basically it's to do with water. So the Frostwalker enchantment is a really, really cool one, right? So you can, obviously you can use this to walk on water and then, turn it into ice, pretty cool by itself. But what you can also do, if you notice that someone else is in water, or if you know they're just trying to do something down there, is you can walk around with this Frostwalker enchantment and you can trap them down there. So this works better in an ocean or like a proper river or something, but even with just 3 blocks of water thick, all you have to do is walk around with your Frostwalker on top, and as you're going to see, like he's trying to, get out right there, or he's trying to float or something, but he's just not able to because the water currents make it tricky, and eventually, if we just do this for a solid 20 seconds, we can actually drown him to death. And that's not only fun in the context of like, oh yeah, so we can just stop him from being able to float to the surface, but if he does break any of these blocks, if he does somehow get up, all we have to do is punch him a few times, and he's going to be trapped down there until he drowns. That's right, you can drown someone else in a way that, again, that sounds pretty awful if you do it in real life, but in Minecraft, it's totally okay to just drown your friends, and it's also a good way to embarrass them, and also, there's no trail left to you. Like, not everyone knows that you killed them, they just drowned by themselves. They were being foolish for, trying to swim or fish while you were busy doing Frostwalker stuff. So yeah, that is the first kind of embarrassing death here. The second one is actually to do with, it's name tags actually. This is an update they added with, I think it was like TU31, but I still haven't seen it used by many people, because I don't think most players use dogs when they're doing something to do with PvPs. However, one thing you might know if you do use dogs a lot, and people are fighting you, is that if you rename the dog something, then the dog's name will stick like that for the death message. So this means if you have a dog and you want to call it, addiction to Minecraft, or something else embarrassing to be killed by, then all you have to do is start a fight while this dog is in the thing, and then get most of your killing done. So let's punch him like literally just once, and then make enough for him to like really go back at me, and he's going to try and punch me. And then what's going to happen is obviously the dog's going to go after him, and as soon as the dog kills him, it's not only going to, be killed by a dog, which is pretty embarrassing because, they should be easy to kill, it just they happen not to be, so he's going to run away from it, but now he's trapped, and yeah, the really interesting thing is, it actually shows up on the death feed as slain by, and then Toy Cat Knowledge. So yeah, do you want to have your friends killed by Toy Cat Knowledge, or addiction to Minecraft, or, again, whatever works in your, again, the people you're playing with, whatever it is that works best for them, you know your friends better than me, you can make fun jokes, and you can make those jokes kill them because of how dogs work. So yeah, that's a pretty cool fact about the dogs, in my opinion. And also, the fourth worst way to die. The third worst way to die is probably to do with cacti, though, because basically, cacti, if you don't know, when you die by them, you get a pretty interesting death message, but they're also just a really embarrassing way to be hurt in general. I know, when I was playing UHC, like a week or two ago, I was just super, super embarrassed more than anything else of like, oh, I took damage from a cactus. Of all the things in the world to take damage from, it's a cactus. However, if you actually plan these cactuses in the right way, you can use them in the opposite way to really embarrass other people by hitting them into them. So you're going to see, okay, so he's running around, but if you have a knockback sword or anything like that, and you plan a little trap like this, most people are just going to be panicked at the fact that, oh no, I'm surrounded by cactuses, they can't get away from you because there's only one way in or out, and eventually it's going to say they were either stabbed to death, or the alternate death message you can actually get sometimes is if you hit them recently enough, because I didn't do it just there, so we'll hit them like 3 or 4 times and make sure it's definitely doing it like that. But yeah, basically, if you actually hit people into something, then you'll see that instead of just saying stabbed to death, it'll say, or not in this case, 1, it might say prick to death if you don't live in the UK, but 2, it'll say like walked into a cactus trying to escape you, and again, it just seems it's a funny picture to paint of like, oh yeah, so they were being so silly that they just walked into a cactus trying to escape, and I kind of like that one. The third worst death, in my opinion, or the third most embarrassing one. The second one here is actually to do with the thorns enchantment. So it's another enchantment based one, because most people don't have thorns. Thorns is a very tricky to come by enchantment. It's one of the rarest enchantments in the game, in fact, and depending on how you're getting it, it's perhaps the rarest enchantment in the game, because Thorns Free doesn't, spawn naturally, at least not on books, so you have to combine 2 of them. It's a very, very hard, thing to get, Thorns armor, and one of the cool things about Thorns is the fact that if you have someone who's just significantly worse at fighting you, so for instance, him, who's just respawned, he has no armor, and you just have like a sword, you just punch him once, and then you can just be like, you can punch me all you like. I'm just gonna let you get your rage out on me, you know, Mega vs. Prime. And the cool thing about it is if they're not paying attention to their health, which most people aren't during PvP, then you can kill them and it'll say it was killed trying to hurt Toycat. And the beautiful thing about this death message, it doesn't say like killed, you know, while hurting Toycat, like, oh yeah, took some damage while doing it. It's that he was trying to hurt me and he literally couldn't, which is, again, it's beautiful in its own little way, isn't it? So yeah, with that said, let me move on to the next kind of cool way to kill someone, because it is to do with, you know, the basically one of the weakest mobs in the game. So for instance, actually, let me explain the precursor for this one. This is actually a somewhat effective way to kill people, but it's also a really embarrassing way to die, because you probably have never seen this death message in real life Minecraft before. But let me show you what I mean, because basically if we throw our potions at Mega vs. Prime first of all, because the idea here is to get him down to as little health as possible, so pretty much anything could kill him, because even if he has armor on, it won't take him down to all the way down, but it'll take him down to most of the way there, and then what we want to do is run him through a stronghold or anywhere where you know there are some silverfish ready, and you get a bunch of these, you know, just loose, and what's gonna wow, that one actually ambushed him perfectly. But yeah, what you can usually have happen is if you just have a bunch of silverfish running around, to you, they're a little annoyance because, oh, they're doing a tiny bit of damage, but to him, for instance, also they're going to start calling each other. But, you know, so the people that are trying to chase you, the people trying to fight you, they're actually going to be these super deadly things, because even that half damage, even if you have all the best armor in the game, half damage is enough to kill you, and that means that the silverfish army can do pretty well. Also, the dogs kill silverfish. That's an interaction I had not seen before, so yeah, that's the most embarrassing way to die in Minecraft. Killed by silverfish, it's not a message you get to see very often, and it's one that when you do see, you have to feel just a bit of shame about. And you know, because of that, I want to see it again. I want to, you know, I want to feel the pride of making someone else have that death message. So I'll throw some poison at him. Let's do that right now. Throw some poison at all of them, apparently. Oh no, snake bites so I can't. Whatever, close enough. I hope you did all enjoy this video. Like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know that you do like this sort of thing. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them on your homepage. Having silverfish chase you is a very interesting experience. They look like Dunsparces a bit. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, because I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.